Very good afternoon all. Today we will discuss about the methods of gaining space. Myself Dr. Smaraki Mahapatra. My contents are introduction, objectives of methods of gaining space. Then third one is various methods of gaining space such as proximal stripping, expansion, extraction, distillation, and derotation, uprighting of molars. These are my methods of gaining space. And conclusion. First, first is orthodontics is a branch of dentistry in which we correct, intercept, and prevent the malocclusion. And in correcting the malocclusion, we require space for move the teeth into its ideal location. Then space requirement is done for the correcting the crowding, correcting the molarization, correcting the curve of spee, and correcting the derotating the anterior teeth. Then various methods of gaining space are proximal stripping. Proximal stripping is by stripping the proximal sides of the teeth. Proximal sides of the teeth can be stripped by the proximal stripper, proximal stripping bar, tapered fissure bar, or disking bar. Then how much space should be proximal strip? It can be decided before starting the orthodontic case. It can be treatment plan can be done before starting the case, and it can be indicated in which there is minimal space requirement in the patient. Suppose the patient have 2 millimeter of space requirement, and we have to we have to proximal stripping can be done in the upper anterior teeth region to 0.5 millimeter in the 4 interdental spaces, so that we can achieve the 2 millimeter of space. Then second method is your expansion method. Expansion method utilized in case of narrow dental arch. Narrow dental arch, we can use the slow and rapid maxillary expansion method and slow skeletal and dental expansion method. In skeletal expansion methods, we can skeletally the mid-palatal suture can be split into two halves. Mid-palatal suture, splitting expansion involves splitting of the mid-palatal suture, and while dental alveolar expansion can be dental no skeletal change in the skeletal component changes, and only dental expansion happens. Then extraction is the most used method in orthodontic practice. Orthodontics generally we extract the premolars. Generally we extract the premolars. Premolars can be extracted to correct the arch length, and this premolars extraction in orthodontics are called the therapeutic extraction. Generally, we avoid the upper incisor extraction or canine extraction in orthodontics, as these are the in orthodontic only the aesthetic concern is there. These teeth are avoided, upper incisors and canines. And suppose the patient came with the proclined anterior teeth and subtissue profile is not good, we can extract the premolars, upper premolars, to achieve the good subtissue profile of the patient. Then distalization. Distalization, the name itself suggests distalizing the tooth, that is moving the teeth into distal direction. Generally, distalization of the molar can be used in case of when the molar relation is not perfect. We can use the distalization appliances such as the pendulum appliance and removable appliance, and also during the fixed appliance therapy, open coil spring, and also you use TP8 for distalization of molars. And then uprighting of the anteriors, uprighting of the posteriors or anteriors, we can be used In case of molars, operating the molars, we can use helical operating spring or spring to operate the molars. And last but not least, derotation of the posterior teeth. Derotation of the posterior teeth can be done by uh, it can be done by the placing the lingual button using the coupled force, and you can derotate the premolars and molars. Also, in case of the molar derotation, we can use the TPA in to derotate the molars. And proclination of the teeth is also a method of gaining space. Now, proclination of teeth by the in which it is utilized in where the suppose in case of class 2 dipto case, generally the class 2 molar relationship is there, and upper anteriors are retroclined and upper lateral incisors are proclined. In that case, we will procline the teeth so that it will not affect the soft tissue profile of the patient. Soft tissue profile should not be affected by the treatment. After treatment, good soft tissue profile should be there. We will conclude here. As we know, the knowledge about the orthodontics in methods of gaining space has very much importance in orthodontics, no doubt in it. So for today, this is for today. Thank you so much for patient listening. Any doubt, any queries, you can ask. Thank you so much.